Hello brothers and sisters, today I will unbox for you one of my latest catch. This will be a great watch, what is really difficult to get nowadays, especially in retail price. So let's start with the unboxing. The watch is a Rolex Daytona. You see here the outer white paper box. I remove it, then we can check the inner paper box with a huge Rolex crown. As you see, this box is really bigger than the usual Rolex boxes. This Daytona is a unique piece, or at least a very special one, and it deserves a huge box with a huge crown. So if I remove the outer paper box, we can find inside the wooden box in green with a big golden crown on the box. If we remove, we can see and find the watch inside. We will talk about the watch a bit later, but first, the watch is from 2018, when the AD's outright dealers was allowed to give you the bezel protector. This is unique because nowadays the Rolex authorized dealer should or must remove all the stickers and the protection foils and even the bezel protector from your watch. This is crazy because I know this is against gray mica strings, but at least they should leave you or left you the bezel protector, because if you are carrying a watch while you are traveling or just storing it in a safe, this thing, especially with the soft 18 karat gold Rolex piece, this thing will protect your bezel. So I don't really see why they should remove it, but this is the rule, at least in most of the countries. We have got here the gold Rolex stamp with holographic logo, and of course inside, if we open this envelope, you find here an instruction manual and warranty card, and there is the reference number of the watch. This is 116508. So this is an 18 karat gold, yellow gold Daytona with the most wanted green dial, and we can see the watch. So here we go. This is the watch. This is the yellow gold, 18 karat yellow gold, shiny, beautiful Daytona with that sunburst green dial, what is the most wanted piece nowadays. As you may know, Rolex, this is 99% sure, will discontinue this piece. For that is, if you go an authorized dealer and ask for a paper catalog, you won't find this piece in the actual 2020 paper catalog. So that must mean this piece will be discontinued or at least renewed somehow in this year. My suggestion is they will drop the gold bezel and will change it to a black or green ceramic bezel and keep the green dial, or in some reason, what we will never know, Rolex would like to stop all the green dials at least for a while. So that is reason if they really will discontinue this piece. But until that, this will be sure, this piece is really impossible or very hard to get from an authorized dealer today, and it was very hard to get in last year, in 2020. And on grey market, used prices are getting close to double the retail price. So this is insane and crazy. But talking about this watch, this green dial, what I'm trying to show you is really cool and unique. I love the red inner circles on the chronograph subdials. I like the shine of this cool sunburst dial, what is deep and different depending on the light strongness. Absolutely nice. As you see, the watch is scratchy a bit, especially in strong light. This is a used watch. It was worn, and this is gold, and you know gold, especially 18 karat yellow gold, is a scratch magnet. You can scratch it easily, or even the dust in the air will scratch it, especially the highly polished inner links of the bracelet. But in fact, in real life, if you don't check the watch with magnifying glass or loupe in very strong light, these micro scratches really won't harm your eyes. It's not matter, and these scratches are connected to the watch and its history. So anyway, this is a, may I say, simple or single Daytona, nothing special beside the green dial and the golden KNZ bracelet. It's working like a Daytona. We got here a screw-in crown. The watch is 100 meter water resistant. We can wind the watch, and this is no date timepiece, so there is no date complication here. So if we can pull the crown, so if we pull the crown, we can only pull it once, and then we can manipulate the hands, the hour and minute hands, and then push back, screw back, and now we are safe. And here is the chronograph pusher, start and stop, and reset buttons, also screwed in to protect the accidentally pushing, because the watch is 100 meter water resistant with these pusher screws screwed out too, but the screws are avoiding the accidental pushing, pressing underwater. So this with screwed in positions are the secure and safe way to keep the watch water resistant. So if we screw out these pushers, then we can push it, and then you see that long second hand is the chronograph second hand, and here is the minute counter, and here is a 12-hour counter, and that is the running second there at 6 o'clock of the timepiece. You never should try to reset the watch while the chronograph is running, because at least with this piece, because it should ruin and broke the watch. This is not a flyback piece. So if you wanna reset or stop the chronograph, you have to stop it with the same button with you started it, and then you can reset it. Hands are back to the starting position, and you can start it again if you want. So never push reset before you have pushed the stop button with a non-flyback chronographs like every Rolex Daytonas you can get nowadays. So this is it. The watch feels like super heavy, and I love it. This is a gold piece. This is the clasp, working like a Rolex clasp should work. Very nice and amazingly done. And this is how it looks on wrist. I guess this is really a beautiful gold piece. Absolutely like it. The bezel is not a rotating bezel, of course. This is a fixed bezel. In fact, the bezel is keeping the glass on its place. So if we try to remove the bezel, we would remove the glass too, and we lose the water resistance. And of course, if you are not a watchmaker, you should not remove the bezel, or you will ruin your watch, I guess. So this is not a diver bezel, but it has got a tachymeter, you know, that is for counting speed. This is numbered to 400 km/h, and this is connected to the famous Daytona Beach speeding race course and the most quick driving speed record. I don't really know how to tell it in English correctly. So that was, if I remember well, in the 1950s maybe, or 60s, when they reached the highest speed, a speed record with a single car that was about 450 km/h, and that is why this tachymeter is counted up to 400, and as if you see, there is place for the 452. And how to count kilometers of speed with this piece? It's easy. You need to set the chronograph in working position. Then if you are driving or you are sitting in a car what is moving, when you, for example, left kilometer sign, 0 sign, you push the starting button, and when the car or you will reach the 1 kilometer sign, so when you travel 1 kilometer, stop the chronograph and the tachymeter will tell you draw with 300 km/h. This is easy and so simple, and this is how it works. If you have got a chronograph watch with a tachymeter scale, and while you are driving you can test it, I'm sure you won't measure 300 or 400 km/h, but you can check if your car showing or is showing the correct km/h, so you can check it. And this watch also got luminescence painting on its indexes and on the hour and minute hand. So let's see a lume check. So as you see, this is a Rolex watch, so you will like the lume of it. If you like a strongly lumed piece, the indexes and the hands are really small, we can say that, or at least elegant, so not too big, and parallel to that the lume effect is not too strong, but strong enough to read the time in dark situations. I like it, and this is professional, like every Rolex watch is, if you ask me. So thank you for watching, hope you liked it, and see you later.